The most devastating response to betrayal isn't rage, it isn't begging, it isn't even revenge, it's silence. Because silence isn't weakness, it isn't emptiness, it's power. Here's what she expected: a wall of texts, late-night calls, a man drowning in his own words. She expected you to panic, she expected to feel wanted, she expected to feel irreplaceable, but instead, nothing. No call, no message, no validation, and in that silence, she feels it. A weight she never thought she'd carry, a mirror she cannot look away from. Silence forces her to sit alone with the echo of her own choices. And that echo, it doesn't comfort her, it crushes her. Listen carefully. By the end of this, you won't just understand why silence destroys her illusions. You'll understand how it rebuilds you, brick by brick, until the man she thought she broke is untouchable. When she walked away, she thought she owned the story, because most men in your position react. They call, they plead, they flood her phone with questions. Why? What did I do? Can we talk? They scroll her socials at 2 a.m., ripping themselves open with every post. They ask mutual friends if she seems happy. They try to decode her silence with their own noise, and in all of it, she wins. Every word, every reaction, every desperate reach feeds her. It tells her she still matters. It tells her she still has power. But when you choose silence, when you refuse to deliver the reaction she ordered, the script flips. Now she's the one asking questions. Did I ever matter? Why isn't he chasing? Has he already moved on? The absence of your words becomes louder than any speech. The lack of attention becomes a punishment she can't escape, because silence is starvation. She thought you'd orbit forever. Your silence shows her the truth. She wasn't your oxygen. She was just noise. And now, the noise is cut off. Silence makes her sit in the emptiness she created. If you refuse to break, if you choose silence over chasing, type silence in the comments. Hit like so you never forget this truth. Most men fail here, not because they don't know what silence means, but because they can't hold it. They cave. They send the late night, hey. They type paragraphs, delete, type again. They convince themselves it's just one message, just closure, just clarity. That one message actually says, you still have me. You matter more than my self-respect. You left and I still orbit you. Every reaction, text, like, story view, confirms her power. It tells her she was right to walk away. Here's the part most men never face. Reacting doesn't express strength. It proves weakness. Silence is different. Silence is emotional control. It's the refusal to let her pull your strings. It's the discipline to say nothing while she waits for something. The man who cannot be provoked cannot be broken. The man who cannot be baited cannot be controlled. Do you know how rare that makes you? In a world of men begging for crumbs, a man who says nothing is terrifying. Because silence isn't absence, it's a presence she cannot escape. It's the invisible hand that says, I decide when this story ends. You mute her, unfollow quietly, remove the triggers, delete the drafts you keep writing at 1:43 a.m. You're not starving yourself, you're starving the addiction. If you've ever felt the urge to break silence, resist it now. Type control below and hit subscribe so you never forget this moment. At first, she walks away feeling powerful. He'll reach out, he'll fold, he still belongs to me. So she waits. She posts a story with another guy in the background. She uploads the most polished photo she's taken in months. She drops a breadcrumb caption. Some people never change. She isn't posting for her friends, she's posting for you. Waiting for seen, waiting for your reaction. Validation is her oxygen. When nothing comes, when her bait sinks into your silence, the questions creep in. Why hasn't he called? Did he move on that fast? Is he already with someone else? Did I mean that little? Her mind becomes the punishment because silence doesn't give answers. It forces her to invent them. And the human mind? It always writes a story worse than reality. One day she imagines you broken and alone. The next, she imagines you thriving and untouchable. Either way, she feels you more when you say nothing. Here's the paradox. The more she wonders, the more she feels you. The more she feels you, the more she realizes you're not the broken man she expected. Silence becomes a mirror, and the longer she stares into it, the more cracks she sees in her own choices. You stopped playing her game. Now she's stuck playing against herself. If she's tried to bait you, posts, hints, tests, don't bite. Type no reaction below hit like, so this reaches another man who needs it. Silence isn't a waiting room, it's a workshop. At first, it feels like suffering. You stare at the phone. You rehearse conversations you'll never have. You feel the urge to prove your side, to be understood. Then you realize that urge is the cage. So you start small, stacking wins. You get up when your alarm goes off, even when your chest feels heavy. You pick up the weights again, even if it's just 20 minutes. You finish the set your emotions try to talk you out of. You eat like a man with a mission. You clean your space. You make your bed for you, not for Instagram. You mute the noise. You stop doing drive-by checks on her page. You stop bargaining with yourself. You choose boredom over chaos, discipline over dopamine. Silence sharpens you. Every hour you don't break becomes a brick in your foundation. Every day you keep a promise to yourself. Your voice in your own head gets louder than hers. This is where respect is reborn, not in her eyes but in your mirror. She expects you to collapse. Instead, you get colder, clearer, calmer. You're not angry, you're focused. You're no longer trying to win her back, you're winning yourself back. And here's the paradox she can't escape. When you stop orbiting her and start orbiting your mission, your value rises, and her tests stop mattering. 3 rules. 1. No contact you don't need. Logistics only, if unavoidable. 2. No audience. Don't perform your healing for her to see. 3. No bargaining. No just checking. No one last talk. Let your progress be private. Let your results do the talking. No one told you this part. She will come back. Maybe not to stay, but to check. A hey stranger. A blurry meme only you would get. A random song she knows you used to play. A how have you been at 1:12 a.m. This is where most men break. They light up, they fold, they open the gate like nothing happened. Don't. Understand what this is. It's not about you. It's about control. She wants to know if the switch still works. Your job isn't to punish, it's to prove to yourself that the switch is gone. How? With calm indifference. If you reply, reply slow, short, neutral, no warmth, no hostility, no inside jokes, no memory lane, no we should catch up. If she fishes with we should talk sometime, your energy is my life is full, wishing you well, not cruel, not clingy, just unavailable. The cold shoulder says what speeches can't. You are no longer special here, and that realization, it haunts longer than anger ever could. If you're tempted to just meet for coffee, remember, closure isn't a conversation. Closure is a boundary. If you're ready to hold the line when she returns, type I won't break in the comments. Silence is the path. Indifference is the destination. Pretending not to care is a costume. Truly not caring is freedom. Indifference is when her regret doesn't matter, when her return doesn't tempt you, when her opinion no longer sets your mood. It's the moment you stop asking, will she text? And start asking, what does the next brick in my life look like? Indifference isn't bitterness. It's clarity. It's the calm of a man who knows his value without needing anyone to confirm it. You don't need to post your glow up. You don't need to prove you've moved on. You don't need to be seen winning because you're too busy actually winning. And here's the twist you never saw coming. When you reach real indifference, that's when she finally feels the full consequence of losing you. Not because you engineered it, because you outgrew the version of yourself that needed her. That version died. You buried him in the silence. You built a stronger man in his place. No more chasing, no more explaining, no more proving, just presence, just purpose, just peace. So remember this. She didn't leave to break you. She left to expose you. Silence is how you rebuild, not to get her back, to get you back. The man who can sit in silence, hold his line and choose his mission over his impulse, that man is untouchable. If this woke something up in you, good. Hold the line, stack the bricks, become impossible to manipulate. Drop "silence wins" in the comments if you're done chasing. Hit like to lock it in, and subscribe right now. So every time you forget, you'll be reminded of the man you're rebuilding into.